Welcome to Cowgirl Up, the podcast dedicated to elevating your mindset. I'm your host, Laurie Blickenstaff, certified mental performance coach at mentalgame101.com. Okay, so yesterday we talked about the ego fear outcome loop, how when our identity gets tied to our performance and fear takes over. So today I want to talk about these two very different voices in our heads, and I think you're going to recognize both of them immediately. The loudest voice is your inner critic. This is the ego, the voice that says you're not good enough and you don't belong here. It's the voice that replays your worst runs on a loop. It catastrophizes, it compares, it keeps a running tab of every mistake you've ever made. And it's loud and it's persistent and it shows up uninvited every single time. Does this sound familiar? I'm guessing so. Then the second and softer voice is your inner champion. We've talked about this voice before. It's the one that sounds more like a best friend. It's the voice that believes in you, that knows what you're capable of, that builds you up instead of tearing you down. It's the voice that says, get back up. You've got this. Just one more try. Now, here's the thing that I really want you to sit with today. And honestly, this hit me hard when I first heard it. We give our inner critic complete free rein. We let it talk to us in ways we would never allow another person to talk to us. We replay its words and we agree with it without even questioning it. But, and here's what kills me, the moment someone suggests feeding the inner champion, saying something kind or powerful about yourself, owning your strengths, speaking life over your own abilities, suddenly we feel uncomfortable. It feels like bragging. It feels arrogant. It feels like too much. Isn't that a little crazy when you think about it? We basically roll out the red carpet for the voice that tears us down, and we shut the door on the voice that wants to lift us up. And here's the truth. Nobody else is going to feed our inner champion for us. Not our coach, not our partner, not our family. That is our job, and it always has been. And the good news is you already have the tools you need to do it, because feeding your inner champion is exactly what we've been talking about on this podcast from day one. So every time you trade a negative thought for a new one, you're feeding your inner champion. Every time you say your power statement out loud, you're feeding your inner champion. Every time you catch your inner critic, mid-sentence and redirect him, you're feeding your inner champion. Every time you press play on this podcast, guess what? Yes, you're feeding your inner champion. Remember the two wolves story from a few weeks back, where the grandfather asks his grandson which wolf wins the battle inside of us? And his grandson says, well, the one I feed. Well, that's your inner critic and your inner champion. And every single day you're casting a vote for one of them with your thoughts, the words, what you choose to let into your mind. So I would ask today, which one are you feeding? Think about that. And then I'll see you tomorrow when we talk about the most powerful solution to ego-driven performance. But first, let me tie in our power statement, which will make total sense after today's episode. I feed my inner champion and it shows up for me. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have any questions, feedback, or comments, I'd love to hear from you. Email me at Laurie@mentalgame101.com.